Hey friend, welcome to my channel. My name is Menelik Uchias. I'm a forex trader, a business student, and an aspiring entrepreneur. I do learn about the financial market. I do invest in the financial market, and also I'm actively learning about trading psychology, which I will be making video about it in the future. But in this video, I want to talk about the 75-hour challenge. The 75-hour challenge is a challenge created by Andy Frisella back in 2018 or 2019. I'm not sure. I will put it somewhere in the video. And it's a challenge that consists of a few rules, which is you have to follow a diet. You pick up a diet, any kind of diet, you follow it. 2, you have to work out, 45-minute workout twice in a day. 1 has to be outside. You have to drink a gallon of water every single day. You have to take a progress picture every single day, and also you have to read 10 pages of a business or self-development book every single day for 75 days. For 75 days, personally, I added the 5-minute cold shower as part of the challenge, which I wanted to do. I started. In this video, I will be talking about why I started the challenge, why I did not complete the challenge, why I failed completing the challenge, and what are the lessons, the things that I learned from it. I started the challenge because as David Goggins said in his book, is that sometime you got to go back to the cookie jar. You got to go back in yourself, push your limit, find the age where you can grow, find where you may think that you are better already, but to keep going to get better. I like to think about myself as someone who is disciplined, someone who is consistent in whatever he's doing. So when I learned about the challenge, I realized that it's a good way for me to taste myself, me being consistent, me being disciplined, and me being able to keep pushing when life gets in the way and keep moving forward. That was the reason why I started the challenge. It's a way for me to build mental fortitude, mental toughness, and move forward. Basically, growth. I was looking for growth. I was trying to be more disciplined. I wanted structure in my life in terms of food, dieting, what kind of food I'm eating, the food that I'm cooking, and whatever I want in a food, and that kind of goal. I wanted structure in there. I wanted structure where in me acquiring knowledge by reading. I know that I do read, but it's not every day that I do read. So I want to find an edge or structure which can push me and make it easier for me to read a book faster and then stick to it. Lastly, I want to develop the habit of consistency, being consistent, working on something over a long run. Why I failed? I failed the challenge because first of all, lack of preparation. I did not give myself enough time to prepare for the challenge, to prepare and sit down, think about what kind of diet I wanted. How do I get the food so that they are ready by the time I want to eat? I did not make this preparation. I kind of started out of the blue and then trying to figure everything on the whim, by realizing 2-3 weeks in the challenge that I didn't have any goals in terms of my diet. I did not have any plan or any substantial plan for the diet. I didn't even know what I was looking in terms of diet, because usually I don't really care about what I eat. 2, I was overconfident. I had that overconfidence that it's easy. I work out every day, so taking on the challenge will be easy because I work out. I go out for a run at least 3 to 4 times in a week. So working outside for outdoor, it would be easy because I can go for a run, I can go for a walk. It will be piece of cake. That reading a book, I read books, so I think that reading 10 pages a day should be easy. I should be able to complete that. Drinking water and all those kind of things. I was overconfident. I underestimated the challenge, and I had overconfidence within myself. Number 3, why I failed is lack of tracking. I wasn't tracking my progress in the challenge. I wasn't tracking it in terms of days, in unit of measure, because usually when you want to do something or when you want a habit to stick, you got to give your brain a sense of track, a sense of progress, that you are doing something that matters every day, and that at the end of the day, when you cross that day in the calendar, it kind of give your mind that desire to cross another day to realize that you have done something. And I did not have that. I did not have a tracking metric, which ultimately lead into boredom. That was the last thing that made me feel the challenge. I was getting bored with the challenge. I was getting bored eating the same kind of food every single day. I was getting bored warming my food, which I put in the freezer and I have to warm it. It's all icy and stuff. It was getting boring. It was getting boring to, force myself to, go work out twice a day, counting that I've worked out for 45 minutes, and, to go over those things, taking the progress picture, drinking the gallon of water. I was getting bored, and that was ultimately what was the last thing that made me fail the challenge. And those are my excuses, but as they say, our excuses are valid, but that doesn't mean that we have to give into all the excuses, because it will not get you anywhere if you're giving into all of your excuses. So that was the reason that I faced the challenge. The lesson that I learned from the challenge, the first lesson is that you have to always be prepared when you're starting something new. Either it is job, it is learning something, it is working out, a sport, any kind of thing that you are starting in life. You got to prepare yourself prepare yourself mentally, physically, emotionally as well. In terms of the challenge, if I had prepared myself, knowing why I was doing the diet, knowing exactly what kind of diet I'm gonna do, how I will prepare myself in terms of preparation of my food, how what time will I allocate to me cooking, what time will I allocate to me working out, at what time should I go work out, and have a schedule for that. It would have been easier. I did not do that. I did not have that, and that's a lesson that I think it can be applied in life and any form of thing that you do in your life. Second lesson is life always gets in the way, and that's true in everything that we do. When you start doing the challenge, and if you do have a schedule and you know that in your day you got a list of things that you have to get through, you realize that life just gets in the way. You got things coming in your way, like left and right, that you have to do in a day. You realize that, okay, I got to do this today, but I got to take the challenge, and kind of like stressing. You kind of like build up that stress because you have a lot of things going on. You still have to take the challenge. You now question yourself, why did I start the challenge in the first place? And so life gets in the way. Number 3, third lesson, track your work. In Atomic Habits, James Clear talk about the importance of tracking your work. When you are doing something new, tracking your work can help you stick to it, and focus on whatever you are working on. In the book, it talks about a financial market investor who was starting his job new, and he was supposed to make sell calls. So what he did, he has a bucket with hairpins. So every sell call that he made, he moved one hairpin into the other one until he finished moving all the one pins from one bowl to the other one. He wouldn't stop making sell calls. And that makes him stick to his goal and getting it over and getting it done. And in Atomic Habit, that's the advice that you get. You have to track your goal, tracking metric to track your goal. Either it's you crossing a calendar, either it's you moving hairpin from one post to another, either it's you having a app that you can use to track your goal. In my own example, when I started running, the Nike apps, they have a system where they track your progress, and that's something that I was getting excited about, because every time that I run, it is recorded. I see my progress, I see how many miles I run, I see how my miles keep growing, I see my milestone, the next milestone that I need to get at. And just using this app until now, I've run more than 1,000 miles, which I wouldn't think I would have done unless I had something to track myself. It was just, I didn't plan it, but because the app was there, it was a unit of metric for me, and it made it easier. Number 4, make it easy to start. When you're doing something, either workout, either studying, either working, either writing, either, I don't know, anything that you need to do, or any type of habit that you want to start, make it easier. Make it easier to start. In Atomic Habits, in the book Atomic Habits, you talk about the 2-minute rules, which that if you are starting anything that you want to master, makes the first 2 minutes easier. The first 2 minutes to get to the gym, the first 2 minutes to go for a run, the first 2 minutes to write, the first 2 minutes to eat. Make it easier. In the case of the challenge, I realized the thing that I stick to until now are me taking cold shower and me drinking a gallon of water in a day. What I did, I bought a water bottle. I bought this water bottle from Target, and that's half a gallon, and I drink that twice a day. And having the water bottle next to me, it made it easier for me to drink more water than I used to. And I realized that I've been drinking more water than I used to since I started the challenge, and I stick to that. It's easier. I can grab my water, I can drink it. Cold shower, it's easier because I'll shower anyway. So when I get in the bathroom, this is where the mental toughness challenge get in, because I got two choices to make. One choice is to take warm shower and be comfortable, and the second choice is to take cold shower, be uncomfortable, sticking to something that matters. So since I started the challenge until today, I haven't stopped the chain of cold shower, 5-minute cold shower every day, and I've stick to it because it's easier for me to get in the shower and turn the cold shower, even though it sucks. But I turn the cold shower, it's easier to do those things and to stick to it. The first thing that I felt within the challenge, the reading, because the reading kind of like it was a little bit challenging because I did not have any preparation. I did not have any books open on my bed or set a time aside for books, and I did not make it easier for me to read a book either. So by the time if I had put it in the morning, like first thing in the morning, it would have been easier for me to do than putting it at night. My mistake, I put it at night before I go to bed. So when I go to the gym and come back home, I'm already tired, and sometimes I don't feel like reading, which I head into directly to sleep, which is something that I realized. I did not make it easier for me. I did not make the easiest time to do it. The last lesson from the challenge, from failing the challenge, is that you should reduce friction between you and your goal. The less friction there is between me and my goal, the less likely I will complete our goal, because there are too many friction and it requires me too much effort to complete that one goal. So in order for you to achieve a goal, try to make it as frictionless as possible. Try to make it that there are no too much friction, right? For example, your goal is to run. Try to make the starting frictionless, meaning you don't have to run 10 miles when you're starting to run or starting to prepare for a marathon. Start with something that is easy, something that is frictionless. 1 mile can be the metric, and then being consistent on that, and then moving up slowly with time, with consistency, and going up forward. That's one of the example of frictionless. Make it frictionless to work out or go to the gym. Instead of you going to the gym on your first day, putting in 4 hours, go to the gym, on your first day, put in 5 to 15 to 20 minutes. You are not going to be that sore. You are likely to come back again and be consistent going to the gym from Monday to Friday and building that identity of someone who goes to the gym 5 or 7 days out of the week. Lastly, I will be talking about my result. After taking the challenge and failing the challenge and learning lessons from it, I should apply those lessons. I should apply them in my life. I should apply them, and ultimately I should take the challenge again, which my first commitment is that I'm committing myself to take the first 75-hour challenge starting 2022 January until the end of 2022. The challenge has 4 parts, which are 3 months apart. I will be taking each of them, each stage, completing the first one, the second one, until the third one. That's the commitment. When I'm taking the challenge, the second commitment is for me to track my challenge and ultimately track my life and everything that I'm doing within my life, making videos, all those things. By a calendar, start crossing days when I complete those things within the challenge, and moving forward. Number 3, I have to commit myself to preparation, be able to prepare when it comes to my diet, to prepare myself when it comes to my goals, and lastly, execution, being able to execute on my goal, on the thing that I decide to do, and also making time to push through with those execution, because like I said, life gets in the way. But it's just me being able to push through and execute in those times. That's how I'll be able to build mental toughness and mental fortitude. So thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and comment. I hope seeing you in the next video. Thank you.